Oh, what's this? A challenge video. 24 hours.
There's so much room.
Today,
Alright. Enough! Jeez, it gets loud in here. We've all seen these kind of videos. They're loud and obnoxious and not really good. Well, today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm jumping on the bandwagon. The rules are pretty simple. 24 hours straight, one artist, no breaks. I know exactly what you're thinking. Oh, it sounds like you're just ripping off a Mr. Beast video, but in a way that it fits inside your niche. That's exactly what I'm doing. But first, I gotta make a wheel. Okay, I think we need about 50 bands for a spin. Digital wheel. I spelled wheel wrong. Okay, here we go. Let's go to a list of the 50 most famous bands. We already have literally every single one we're gonna need. So we're just gonna start putting them in. Hey there, it's me, Editor Drew. This video has been the hardest project I've ever worked on. What I'm about to do, I don't recommend to anyone. I hated this so much and I'm probably gonna do it again sometime. So if you like the video, make sure to subscribe and leave a like and maybe even share the video with a friend. Any little bit of support is great to see. It means that you guys are enjoying the stuff that I'm putting out, and I can keep doing the thing that I love. With that being said, pretty sure this idiot's almost done. Just 2 more. This was actually harder than I thought it was going to be trying to find bands. You know what? I have an idea. The Byrds, Bob Dylan's band. That's kind of like most of the major rock bands. Let's do a more modern one. Let's do the Arctic Monkeys. All right. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we have 50 bands. Time to spin the wheel. Let's go! I love Boston! Oh, you poor naive fool. Holy moly. That could have been so much worse than it was. I'm very happy that we got Boston. As you can see there on my phone, we're nearing 1 o'clock, so it should be just about time to start the timer. Time starts now. Alright, here we go. This is gonna probably suck a bit. Now, I actually had to go to work today, so I spent about 6 of the 24 hours making Dairy Queen burgers. I was still able to listen to Boston though, the entire time. This is so awful. After I got home from work, I was kind of bored of just like sitting and listening to Boston, so I decided to actually work on the video itself. You know, I got some editing done, which kind of moved it ahead of schedule, so it'll be out sooner, which is great. At this point in the night, I probably listened to the discography in its entirety like at least 5 times. I'm only now realizing quite a bit later that I should probably give you some context to who Boston is. So let me read their Wikipedia page. Boston is an American rock band formed in 1975 by Tom Scholz in Boston, Massachusetts. The band experienced significant commercial success during the 70s and 80s. The band's core members include multi-instrumentalist, founder, and leader Scholz, who played the majority of instruments on the band's 1976 self-titled debut album, and former lead vocalist Brad Delp, among a number of other musicians who varied from album to album. Boston's best-known songs include More Than a Feeling, Peace of Mind, Foreplay Long Time, Rock and Roll Band, Smokin', Don't Look Back, A Man I'll Never Be, Hitch a Ride, Party, Amanda, and Feelin' Satisfied. The band has sold more than 75 million records worldwide, including 31 million units sold in the United States, of which 17 million are the band's debut album and 7 million copies of the band's second studio album, Don't Look Back, which placed the group at number 63 amongst the world's best-selling artists. Altogether, the band has released 6 studio albums in a career spanning over 49 years. Boston's recorded output has been minimal since the 1980s, with Third Stage, Walk On, and Corporate America all released 8 years apart, and the latter followed 11 years later by the band's most recent album, Life, Love, and Hope. Although they have continued to perform live and have been hinting at an upcoming 7th studio album. Now, obviously, I'm not going to read the whole thing because that would take literally ages, but at least you get the idea now. Now, this is where the real part of the challenge began, trying to stay awake through the night just listening to Boston. Now, I could sleep technically and just have an AirPod in, which is not taking a break. I'm still listening to Boston, but that did not happen. I'm in a fever state where I can't rest, but I really want to. It's pretty terrible. I don't really have anything else to say. We got just over 2 hours left on the timer. I can't wait to not be listening to Boston. It's actually going to be such a weird feeling now. As you can see on the timer there, we're at the last 18 minutes of the 24 hours. That was a journey. That was a 24-hour journey, I'll tell you that much. There we go. It's over. We did it. We're done now. I mean, I'm still listening to Boston right now. Like, we got Amanda going, which is one of my favorites actually. I probably heard this song 12 times, along with every other song in the discography. It was definitely a learning experience, and I think I could write a Boston song now. I'm not that talented, but I think I kind of get the idea of how they write their songs. It feels like it's either really, really cheesy and like it's a super romantic love song, or it's like really fast paced, just groovy rock and roll. And you know what? I can get on board with that kind of stuff. I like that kind of music. And so I think I'll probably end up listening to Boston more, if anything. But not for the next 3 months. You know what? I have to say, after this whole experience, I think I like Boston a little more than before. It's like I've heard them so much now that it's like I'm absolutely sick and tired of them. And any opportunity I have to listen to someone else, I'm gonna take it. I'm not gonna listen to Boston. But at the same time, I feel like I appreciate the songs more. And so I think this is, like, all in all, been a pretty positive experience. I learned about a lot of songs that like you wouldn't normally hear if you were just listening to like the popular ones. You do a deep dive and then you see all those like extra songs that are also really good. They're just not the popular ones. Thanks for watching. If you guys like seeing content like this, make sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below what band you want me to do next. Adios.